Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the English News of Bình Phước radio, television stations and newspaper. I'm Hưng and now are the headlines as usual. Disbursed investment to reach over 95%. Green production increases product value. Prime Minister chair teleconference on combating IUU fishing. Ladies and gentlemen, Bình Phước province has started its investment disbursement of over 95% this year in its plan to implement a government resolution on top and solution to remove the difficult facing production and business and continue to promote the reform of administrative procedure.
The Provincial People's Committee has directed departments, branches and localities to boost the disbursement of public investment capital and improve the implementation of socio-economic recovery and development programs, national target programs and key investment projects, considering these to be key tasks associated with leadership responsibilities. The province also called for faster site clearance, support for resettlement, and providing clean route to investment projects. Difficulties and problems facing businesses and investors must be timely noted and reported to the Provincial People's Committee for resolution. Leaders must also direct the tackling of difficulties and problems and be responsible for results in order to ensure that disbursement of investment capital is conducted at the highest level.
The Bình Phước Provincial People Committee had issued a plan on implementing pilot models under a project to develop applications for population data and electronic ID and authentication to serve a national digital transformation in the 2022-2025 periods.
There will be 43 pilot models within the project, of which 24 can be deployed immediately, 4 will need to be reviewed, and 15 will need to select a unit for deployment. Models to be deployed this year include the storage of papers and documents to serve individuals and businesses participating in the digital environment. Others include tourism development models associated with regional specialties and medical examination and treatment using electronic ID and VNE ID cards. These models are expected to have a positive impact, offering many utilities and improving quality of life.
Green production is an urgent requirement in the current context, and it has already helped the Vietnam Cashew Processing Choice Stock Company in Bình Phước Province obtain green certificates and meet international standards to enter fastidious export markets.
Changing production methods to create cleaner and better products will help Vietnamese businesses more readily meet global requirements as Vietnam integrates further into global markets. Thanks to the application of science and technology, the Vietnam Cashew Processing Joint Stock Company's products have become more environmentally friendly and been welcomed in many markets around the world, including difficult markets in Europe and the Americas.
I feel really great pleasure to visit this factory, cashew nuts factory, and to get an acquaintance with the factory, with the production process, and to witness that this is the production process is very much satisfying with the world standards existing today. And as a representative of Azerbaijan, as an ambassador of Azerbaijan in Vietnam, we are trying to help our businesses to communicate, to get contacts in order to start importation of this food from Vietnam.
The application of high technology and the transformation towards green production by businesses is an inexorable trend in improving product value. It is also a positive sign in the process of exporting Bình Phước products to demanding markets, especially in the global context of sustainable green growth.
Ladies and gentlemen, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính on October the 7th chairs a teleconference on the promotion of solutions to illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing.
In his opening remarks at the event that gathered leaders of 28 centrally run coastal localities, Chin underscored the party's and state's significant attention to addressing the issue, as well as relevant quarters' drastic implementation of anti-IUU fishing measures. These efforts include strengthening inspections, monitoring, education and communications, creating livelihoods for people involved, and cooperating with relevant countries, among others. As a result, notable progress has been made and the number of violations has gradually dropped, he went on. However, the issue has yet to be completely solved, with limitations and challenges remaining, the leader noted. Chin called for participants to comprehensively evaluate the implementation of the measures, and propose ways to put an end to IUU fishing. He held that in any case, Vietnam must continue its efforts to ensure people's livelihoods and protect the marine ecological environment, serving its sustainable development and upholding its international responsibilities and obligations.
Many agricultural productions such as rye, coffee, cashew, and durian have set their own records in export revenue, contributing to brightening the picture of Vietnam's export for this year.
As of the end of August, Vietnam exported nearly 1.2 million tons of coffee for $2.9 billion, representing a fall of nearly 6% in volume but 2.3% rise in value over the same period last year, thanks to a hike in coffee prices in many consecutive months as a result of low supply. According to the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, Vietnam is likely to ship abroad about 1.7 million tons of coffee in the whole year, to earn a record revenue of $4.2 billion. At the same time, in August, Vietnam exported an impressive volume of 61,000 tons of cashew nuts for $334 million, up 11% and 10%, respectively, compared to July, and 29% and 22% over the same period last year. This year, the cashew industry aims to earn more than $3.1 billion from exports. According to the Vietnam Cashew Association, the market is expected to continue the rising trend to year-end, making it possible for the industry to complete its goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, Siêng Hamlet in the central province of Nghệ An is renowned for its fermented mixed leaf wine, a traditional beverage made by the Thai ethnic minority in Vietnam. The drinks is made from 20 to 30 different types of plants and herbs and both various health benefits.
The wine-making process is meticulous and requires patience and experience, especially in fermentation. 52 households in Siêng Hamlet are involved in the traditional craft, producing 6,000 to 7,000 liters each month. The profession brings an average annual income of around 18 million Vietnam dong, or $740 to each worker. The craft of fermented mixed leaf winemaking in Siêng Hamlet was recognized as a provincial traditional craft. Households are now improving production processes to ensure food safety so that the wine can be labeled as one commune, one product or a co-product. Everyone is working towards continuing traditions while sending the wine to a larger market.
The Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment has recently issued an official dispatch asking ministry, sector and locality to implement measures to preserve wild and migratory birds in Vietnam.
The move is part of efforts to implement the Prime Minister's directive on a number of urgent tasks and solutions to protect wild and migratory birds in Vietnam, especially in the annual migratory bird season from September to April, and respond to the International Migratory Bird Day, the 14th of October. Vietnam is considered one of the most important locations for migratory and endemic birds, with 63 globally important bird regions and 7 endemic areas. The country is home to over 900 bird species, of which 99 need to be conserved, 10 are categorized as critically endangered, 17 as endangered, 24 as near endangered, and 48 as near threatened species. The habitats of wild and migratory birds have contributed to biodiversity conservation, tourism development, and the image of Vietnam.
And that's it for this edition of BPTV News. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.